Tonight, Honor McMillan, Frolic Mills, and Callie Klein battle for who is the best at the top in tonight's The First Question. Ahoy! Hey everybody, welcome to the quiz show to the stars. If you have an answer, we have a question.
Actually, with tonight's panel, it's more like the quiz show to the quasars.
Ah, that's very true, Hydra. You know, there are members of the very hot 100 of Second Life right here, right now. So let's bring out tonight's first segment, Yay Me or Nay Me.
Panelists will get a truth or not a truth and attempt to tell us if it is or if it ain't.
Okay, Honor, this first Yay Me or Nay Me is for you. There was a TV program on Manhattan Neighborhood Network in 1984 called East Village Art Auction. It was an over-the-phone live cable show where paintings were shown and people could phone up and bid live on the artwork. I know, because it was my show. That live bidding idea actually took off with a small company you might have heard of called eBay. eBay has grown, and it owns a lot of companies. Yay me or nay me, eBay owns Skype and PayPal.
Oh, I know this one. It's a yay.
All right, indeed it is. They also own StubHub, Shopping.com, and Rent.com. Where to park
And she gets 1 point.
You got a point. Yes, you did, Honor.
Phew.
And number 2 is for Frolic. You live in Siberia. You're the youngest of 14 children, and your name is Dmitry Mendeleev. You present the first periodic table to the Russian Chemical Society. Yay me or nay me?
Are you freaking kidding me? I am going to say no.
Well, it's actually a yay, and you leave out noble gases because they haven't been discovered yet.
I just have to say that Buck Enoch pointed out that his name is Frolic Mills, so that might not have been a fair question. Okay. All right, this is for Callie. Pet food and supplies have grown by 3% or more annually every year since the turn of the century.
I did not hear the first words that you said. Can you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
Of course I can. Pet food and supplies have grown, which is something you should know about because you are the kitty catable queen. Pet food and supplies have grown by 3% or more annually every year since the turn of the century.
I would definitely say yay on that.
Actually, nay. 2010 was actually the first time that the number was below 3. It was close to it. It was like 2.8, but it was the first time. But this does show how important a segment of the market the pets are.
Okay, well, they weren't counting Second Life in that, so...
And number 4 is for Honor. When you are fabulous, the sun is always shining. And when you are truly lit from within, you glow in the dark. However, you cannot buy sunglasses that glow in the dark.
I'm going to say nay to that.
That's right. It's a nay, understandably enough. The Atmos and Oakley collaboration is definitely one.
All right, Frolic, strike a pose. Eric Fossum was a member of NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory team that helped formulate the CMOS active pixel sensor camera on a chip, which, of course, made camera phones possible, a $6 billion technology since 2001. This is Yanus. But for the point, is it true that Eric Fossum is also one of the sponsors behind the Trinity College Firefighting Robot Contest?
I'm going to say yay to that.
Robot firefighters, I mean, and all of the women who love them. Okay, thank you.
Listen, Pookie,
And
it
men.
sounds so off that yay is good for me.
Right, just yay all your questions. You'll get some points.
Eventually I'll get one right.
And number 6 is for Callie. There is Evo and Devo, evolution and de-evolution. An outboard motor on a kayak might inspire de-evolution, but what about a jetpack used for uphill skiing? Yes, a jetpack for uphill skiing is in the works.
Wow, that's confusing, but yay, why not?
That's right, it's a yay. If stuntman and extreme sports fanatic Troy Hartman has his way, we might see high-speed uphill snow skiing in the Winter Olympics soon.
Oh my gosh, you got that one right. Woo!
I want to see it on Second Life first so I know it can happen. Okay, Anna, this is for you. I love stories of women who have a goal and go for it. Over 100 years ago, the first woman to receive her pilot's license was Amelia Earhart.
No. Nay.
You're right. That was in 1923 when she became the 16th woman to be issued her license. Yes, in 1910, the first woman, French aviatrix Raymond de la Roche, became the first woman to receive a pilot's license. I think that's just terrific. Wow. Okay, Hydra, next one.
All right. One moment. Okay, the next one is for Frolic. More great inventions. You heard it here first. The Topener is a simple device that attaches to doors, enabling users to open the door with their feet.
Okay.
Frolic?
Yay.
That's right, it's a yay. It's claiming to be the ideal solution for exiting a public restroom. I usually just bump it with my butt.
The Topener.
Yeah.
I thought I'd get you or trick you on that. Okay, Callie, this is for you.
I thought it was for beer bottles. But there you go.
I'm ready.
There you go. Or a beer bottle opener. Or I just say, my hands are wet. Could you just get that for me? Okay, Callie, there are all sorts of combinator names, and I'm not just thinking of Twitbook or FaceSpace. A couple of weeks ago, an inventor combined the golf tee and pencil, creating the Teasel.
Oh, what the hell, yes.
You get a point for that. That is true. The Teasel is now out there, and I just made up Twitbook.
Wow.
All right, number 10 is for Honor. The first ever recorded sighting of the Loch Ness Monster was in 565 AD, when a beast in the water attacked a follower of St. Columba in the loch.
Yeah, I was there. We chased him. It's a yay.
That's right. It's a yay. But was
I have pictures.
Was it the same tourist attraction then that it is now? I think Google Maps actually spotted the Loch Ness Monster, and then they promptly edited that out.
Exactly.
Oh my God. Really, there's some mysteries that don't need to be solved. Okay, Frolic, this is for you. A micro camera no larger than a coarse grain of salt has been developed. A micro camera no larger than a coarse grain of salt.
Everybody's saying yay in the public, but oh my God, that's hard to envision. But I'm going to go yay.
You got the point for that? Yeah, now you can be paranoid that the salt cellar is spying on you at the Fraunhofer Institute for Reliability and Microintegration in Berlin.
Awesome.
And the next one is for Callie. The cost of cloning your pet is about $300,000 US.
Wow.
I bet.
Oh, was that the question?
That's the statement. Yeah, is it yay or nay?
Cloning a pet? Nay.
That's right, nay. It's only $150,000.
There you go.
There's a South Korean biotechnology company called RNL Bio, a company that can and will clone animals.
Wow. But Callie's pets, you can have, not clones, but you can have relations and relatives because they're beautiful.
You can breed them, yes.
I love that. All right. Well, thank you very much, panel. And I also just want to say that Japan's recent massive earthquake, one of the largest ever recorded, appears actually to have moved the island by about 8 feet. Please join all of us at the first question in hoping that our friends and relations in Japan are okay, and support and make donations however you can. So the scores are, yeah, I know. So the scores are, and we really feel world reverberations in a place like Second Life because we have such an international user base.
Yeah, I lived in Japan, so this really strikes home for me.
Wow, and it is. We're this close to each other, so our thoughts and prayers go out for that. Our panel tonight is indeed amazing and quasaring it up. You can see that. Honor's got 4, Frolic's got 3, and Callie's got 3. It's going to be a tight show as we race to the top because tonight's panel represents the uber fabulati of Second Life. From brilliant blog stars to he who personifies the best of, to a woman so hot there was a class taught on photographing her alone. Let's meet them. Our first panelist, a wonderful woman. She's a great writer whose wit and humor has brought greater recognition to the wonderful works we do here. Though she admits to periodical displays of tender obsessions, find out what's what with the elegant lady herself, Honor McMillan. Welcome, Honor.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Pookie. I'm delighted to be here. I wish I could choose Dubnim as my element just because I really like to say it. Mm-hmm. However, in spite of its bad press, I'm really much more like arsenic. We're both impossible to convert, and in small doses, I'm really, really, really good for your complexion.
Oh, I believe that. Spend more time with Honor and glow. Okay, thank you.
And next up, he is a remarkable person who knows quality craftsmanship and represents these high standards in everything he does. He says he is a blender, but we think he's a standouter, and I'm sure you do too. The best in Second Life is Frolic Mills. Welcome aboard, Frolic.
Hey, Frolic.
Hi, Hydra. Hi, Pookie. Thank you so much for having me here. All right, as far as my element. Yeah, Hydra, I am at Darm Stadium because hardly anyone knows what I'm all about. Yep.
I don't even know what Darm Stadium is.
Ooh, well, I think you are the first Darm Stadiumite on the show. Illustrious, single in his glory. Thank you. Okay, our next panelist. She started Second Life as a hobby and ended up being in Maxim's Hot 100 for 2007. Real-life fashion magazines like Elle and Marie Claire and other real-life entities noticed. Who wouldn't? And she also was signed as the first spokes avatar for a real-life company. Her recent venture, Kitty Cats, are pet cats that can breed. She is Callie Klein, and you are not. Welcome, Callie.
Hi, thank you. Okay, I didn't even know there was a chart for elements, so when I looked at it, I got more and more confused as I kept looking at them, and then I decided that maybe I could be a bit of all of them, but if I couldn't, I would have to pick Mercury because one time I broke open a thermometer, and it's really fun to play with it. It's liquid, but it doesn't act like liquid, and you can squish it, and it's just really fun to play with and squishy, but it's metal. So I guess I pick Mercury.
Wow.
If I can't beat a whole chart, I pick that.
Don't try this at home, kids. Okay, that's wonderful. Your elements are great, and I love when the panel does open up that periodic table. It takes you back. It takes you way back, and then the things people come out with are truly unique and wonderful, like you. Before we take our station break, I'd like to thank our advertising partner, Fearless Nation, for bringing the light of reclaiming one's life after trauma happens to a safe, protected, and very enlightened and compelling environment. But please visit Fearless Nation here in Second Life for insight, for guidance, as well as the fantastic community that Anya Ivar and her team has there. When abnormal events happen to normal people, trauma is the reaction. Fearless Nation, because post-traumatic stress disorder can be fought effectively in communities with the right stuff. And we will be right back.
Fearless Nation is providing education and raising awareness about post-traumatic stress disorder to banish stigma and inform the public. Fearless Nation PTSD support, putting virtual reality technology to work in trauma recovery. Visit this 501c3 nonprofit at www.fearless-nation.org. That's www.fearless-nation.org.
Welcome back. And now we bring out Word Up. They make words, don't they? Well, part and parcel of being on the show is making your entry known to the Pookiepedia and putting it out in open vote too.
The panelists must dig from within to make this contribution. It's text-based donation to the lexicon.
And we welcome every letter to our show.
The audience will be using the vote boxes to award points. Please just type in / with the number of the panelists you want to win. It's very easy, /1, /2, and /3.
Our voting board will show the points accumulating right before your eyes. Clear winner 4 points for tie 3 each, and everybody gets a point in here because I said so. So word up, it's time to reveal your magic motto to the world. Honor McMillan, your word up.
My word is spiramundi. It comes from the Latin for both breath and world, and I use it to describe all of us. We're the ones who explore and discover. We build our cities and we plant our trees. We learn and we teach, share and listen. We tell our stories with art and music and words. In fact, we breathe the life into these worlds. Spiramundi.
You walk the walk and talk the talk and sing the song, even more importantly. Thank you. Okay, Frolic Mills, your word up.
Oh, my word is Wonka Shankar. Wonka Shankar, guys. Listen, a Wonka Shankar is a hard worker person, very easily spotted in every office, but with such a sexy outfit that entices others to have dirty thoughts.
I love it. It's like I now see, a Chocolate Factory movie updated with the Wonka Shankar.
Yeah, well, it's like you have that person walking around and everybody else is a little distracted, if you know what I mean.
There you go. Too sexy for my candy. Okay, let's go. Callie Klein, your word up.
Okay, my word is sudsarama. And I hate when people say drama, oh drama, because real life drama has interesting characters, inciting incidents, and a real storyline. But sudsarama is more like what you see on a soap opera, which has little substance, boring, predictable characters, very shallow and repetitive, like most SL dramas. So my word is sudsarama.
Sudsarama. Some great words here tonight. And, of course, Hydra.
All right. The first word.
While I open, let me open up the I was so into the words tonight that I didn't even get the voting.
These are really good words.
They're really great words. Yeah.
All right. The first word from Honor was spiramundi, and that's derived from the Latin for breath and world, and it refers to us. The second word from Frolic was Wonka Shankar, and that's basically me. The third word from Callie Klein was suds, and that's what Second Life drama should be called, because it's so similar to a soap opera.
Okay, well, sometimes I think that if you close your eyes, you can hear everybody singing.
I think I'd make a great Wonka Shankar, don't you, Pig?
I think you are the Wonka Shankar.
Yeah, I always dress really good.
The Wonka Shankar man. Okay, this is not Sing Up, where you make up a song, so let's let everybody vote here. I'm going to count back. 5, 4, 3, 2, bop, 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 do, do, and, oh my God, we have a winner. Unless we get a massive amount of points and voters at the last. I love that people can actually vote right here, right now, in real time. And indeed, it is the lovely and talented Honor McMillan. And Honor, if you would give us the word up of the week.
The word up is spiramundi.
I love it. Very good. Well done. I will get the points going in a few minutes. And as we move on to our next... Yes, enjoy the applause. Everybody's like going wild. We love that word. We love art. It's amazing. All right. And now we're ready for our next segment, which is the Inner Geek Competition.
SXSW is out there now in Austin, the Geekerati, so to speak. Would they know the answer to tonight's question?
I don't know, Hydra. Tim O'Reilly was talking about Google circles earlier as if the circle was the new square. This is, of course, the Type A personality game we love to play. Audience, please play along, and answers are welcome. Okay, our first question for Inner Geek Neurocinema is the method of using neurofeedback to help movie makers vet and refine film elements. It doesn't seem fair, does it? But at these prices, you want emotions, not scenery. The term neurocinematics was coined in Princeton based on an fMRI study which found certain types of films, like horror or action, produced high activation scores in a certain region of a brain, the amygdala region, the part that controls disgust, anger, lust, and fear. Isn't that interesting? That's all clumped in together. So by precisely editing films to maximize this excitement, it also means success in the theater. This director commented that more neurons are actively engaged in processing a 3D movie than the same film seen in 2D, becoming a very important proponent of this technology. Which director was the first to talk about his open use of neurocinema for his film? Who is he? Buzzers are open. Yes, Honor.
Jim Cameron.
Yeah, James Cameron. Very good. Okay.
Next question. If you were a star, you have to shine all on your own, like our beautiful panel does. Most people still need light and electricity, which is going to get expensive. Are there any organic alternatives besides being a natural-born star?
I don't know.
Organic light-emitting diodes, or OLEDs, are promising technology, but not fully organic. The small amounts of precious metals are still required. Researchers from the University of Michigan have created metal-free organic crystals that shine. The light itself comes from molecules of oxygen and carbon called aromatic carbonates, which bond with halogens to maximize energy that produces this. What is it?
What kind of light are you going to get? Think of all the things that glow in the dark.
Kelly?
Black light?
No, it's not black light. Buzzers are open.
Yeah.
Halogen.
Frolic? What was that, Frolic?
Halogen?
No. Halogen's usually done with magnesium.
That's what the aromatic carbonyls bond with. They bond with halogens.
Can I click again?
All right.
Go ahead.
Honor?
Bioluminescence?
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead, Hydra.
Yeah, that's right. Bioluminescence.
Oh my God.
Wow, she is so smart.
Okay, bioluminescent. And you know what? I want to glow in the dark before this century is over. Okay, next question. Speaking of the cost of lighting the darkness, the situation in Libya has caused a spike in fuel prices worldwide. The U.S. Department of Energy's Bioenergy Science Center, yes, we have one, is making progress on an important gasoline replacement. Ethanol is not as high grade of a fuel as isobutanol, which can be burned in regular car engines. To make biofuels cheap, you need something that gets synthesized directly from cellulose, and this does so without modification. U.S. Energy Secretary, who is not Ken Lay, visited this lab to congratulate the research team, saying, "Today's announcement is yet another sign of the rapid progress we're making to develop the next generation of biofuels." Actually, the U.S. Energy Secretary's name is who? He wants to reduce our oil dependence. Who is? Buzzers are open. The U.S. Energy Secretary. Yes, Callie. Stephen who?
Huh?
Stephen who?
His name is Steven. I know him as Steve.
You and Steve are like this,
Steven
right?
Chu.
Stephen Chu. That's right. Give her the point.
Sorry.
We're like, Steve. I'm like, come over, check my luminescence.
Yeah, there's this guy named Barack. Yeah, Barack.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to... She meant Steven Spielberg, so no, I actually reclaimed that point. I'm sorry.
I should have said, who is
Reclaim
Chu?
it like you ever had it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And number 4. We have seen dancing robots, child robots, fish robots, and now here come the pharmaceutical robots. And if this isn't a title for a film by John Waters, I don't know what is. This university's medical center is now starting to use them. While robots are often brought in as cost-cutting measures, this is to minimize the chance of patients receiving the wrong drugs. So far, it seems to be working out. Of 350,000 doses of oral and injectable medications, not a single error has occurred. And yes, they are barcoded. Next are for nurses to use barcode readers to confirm the right medication ends up going into the right person. Robot nurses don't sound friendly for some reason. From what university is this new way of dispensing medicine making waves? Buzzers are open.
That's it.
Kelly?
University of Rochester?
No.
Oh.
Honor?
University of California at San Francisco?
That's exactly right.
Okay, that's great. And now, here we go. The scores are 6-3 and 4. This is the last of the Inner Geek. The year is 1967. I'm a Believer by the Monkees is the top song of the year. In the Heat of the Night is the best picture. It was an amazing time. Also, in 1967, an electric car made its debut at the Geneva Motor Show, while the upcoming electric Ford Focus has more than double the range and double the top speed of this 1967 car, also from Ford. Come on, it was remarkable for its day, with a top speed of 40 miles per hour and a range of 40 miles, and that was 40 years ago. What is the name of this car, well ahead of its time, and one we should have seen before now? Yes, Callie?
Amatron. The Amatron.
No.
Really?
No. Yes, Frolic?
I believe it's the Commuter.
The Komuda.
Yes.
Yes, it is. And Danchin' Paz is right. It looks like a golf cart with doors. Well, all I can say is we have a winner tonight for the show, and it is the one and only Honor McMillan.
Woohoo!
Congrats, Honor. Good job.
I'd like to thank my third grade science teacher
And the members of the Academy. Thank you.
and the members of the Academy.
Of course.
Of course, and your fellow panelists and nominees.
Exactly. And we can untape Frolic's button now.
Yes. You did good. You did good.
Yeah, but look at those.
Yeah, you did an awesome job.
You guys are just wonderful. Callie Klein, Frolic Mills, Honor McMillan. It is a pleasure and an honor for me to be up on this stage here with you tonight. So, audience, will you take us out with this week's Quote of the Week?
Our thoughts and imagination are the only real limits to our possibilities. And I'll repeat. Our thoughts and imaginations are the only real limits to our possibilities.
And there he is, Gary Bruno.
That's a great quote.
Faster than
He
a
made
steam-
that name up.
Feel free to make this and any your own. Orson Swett Martin. That's right. He was the writer who is one of the New Thought originals, and you have the laws of attraction to thank him for, which are fascinating, like our panel. Very attractive.
So come on back next week Our eternal thanks to Rob Wade Soothsayer, who is our head stage manager and directrix to the Stars Pet Love Pet Shop. And a special thanks to our guru, Paradox Olbers, Cat to Kit, and Emo, and our opening act, and especially thank you to the panel.
Thank you, panel. I'd also like to thank Drusilla Polievska for helping this evening with the opening show duties, and just thank you to all. Feel free to embed this in any show you wish. Thank you all for coming. Remember, the show will be available tomorrow on iTunes. So go to iTunes, search for The First Question, and go to Treat TV and subscribe from there. Next week, we have another great show. Look forward to seeing you. And a big shout out to Rebecca. And thank you, Hydra.
Thank you, Pookie.
And good night, Mr. Rosedale, wherever you are.
You